Good evening and welcome to Kevin Bartlett Reserve for round 12's fixture of the Victorian Premier League Second Division. My name is Adam Blomby. I'm esteemed to be joining you from the commentary position this evening, where FC Melbourne Srbija host Brunswick Juventus. They clash at the top of the table. There wasn't too much confirmation surrounding the away side's lineup. That's been quite the pickle to gather prior to this one starting. We do have confirmation, however, on the home side. We'll bring you that shortly. 1st of June has showcased what Melbourne's winter can really do. Despite the rain coming and going throughout today, has halted for now. As the chilly, icy wind settles upon the players on the park under the floodlights here in Burnley. So far this season, both sides featured in tonight's contest have the exact same record, that of 7 wins, 2 draws and 2 losses. It's Brunswick Juventus who sit in 4th place. 21 goals for the season, 11 goals against. In comparison to the home side, 20 goals scored, 20 with 8 conceded, 12 goal difference. It's only the 2 goals in which separate them on the ladder. As the Brunswick boys, you can see they're ready to get knock on with proceedings. And goal, of course, is Brunswick towards the back half. Semioy, the captain, also amongst it. Matthew Watley, Jonathan Bonas, and him go on the book. They assume across the back half. Philip Petrevski, Atron, Redmore, Lucas Oliveira, Matthew Lazaridis, Matthew Kandari, all amongst it. Bachelor in attack. It looks like he's acquired the position further up the park. Remained rather confidential, if you will, the Brunswick Juventus officials prior to this one starting. Of course, they've done the rounds trying to navigate the way the team's going to approach tonight's match, and rather tight-lipped, perhaps. Got something up their sleeves as they've possession early on. So the home side start to just find their shape. There's Brunswick. Now gets to get to those lineups. Kept with possession, finally trickles out, and a chance to bring you the home side for this evening. Jared Hill is in goal, the captain. Connor Lees, Cameron Davies, Milos Ilic, and Nenad Nikolic on up in the back half. Thomas Lakic, Femi Nice, Enzo Campana across the middle of the park. There might be no sign of number 8. So forget Themi for the meantime. I'm sure he's on the bench. Marko Basic is amongst it. Rikiu Kanakuba, Ryan Brown, Luka Ninkovic will consist of FC Melbourne Srbija's attack. Campana moves it out wide. Touch was from Ninkovic. There's the other side in red and blue. To settle possession. Commentator's curse occurring as it bobbles towards the middle of the park there. Ground not in best condition, I must say. It's out to win it and done so. Was Nikolic. Now for some space to open up for Kanakuba. On the edge of the box, gets his cross in towards the back post, had to be dealt with. Lakic. What about taking on the strike? Only for a player to block. As it bobbles along the defensive area Brunswick. Bonas trying to manufacture some footwork onto it. Just out with College, happy to head back and all the way back to his keeper. He's trying to spin his back half. There's the Japanese international, Awang Mook. Brunswick Juventus, synonymous throughout the years with their fair share of international players within their club. Is meanwhile Melbourne Srbija flirting on the edge of the box. It might open up here for them. Marko Basic with the final touch, just not directing it with his left foot to the bottom left corner. That was the intended destination. Chol happy to see that one sail wide of his post. In terms of recent form with both sides, well, topsy-turvy might be the best way to describe it. As Bonas' pass was cut off nicely in the defensive half by Melbourne Srbija. Of course, Brunswick Juventus at home last week against the Burundara Kerry Eagles, which played out to a 1-1 draw. So Melbourne Srbija coming back to Kevin Bartlett reserve, having won away from home the week prior against the Royals out at Cross Keys. So they've already had a shot on goal so far. They're looking to make that lively start continue. Cross was blocked. It's Bonas. It's Batchelor. And he's isolated. Awaits the Calvary. Holds it up nicely was Max. Bonas bobbling up along the pitch, does well to control it, might get it back. Chances can open up here for Brunswick. Both sides early on not been able to deal with the bobble of the ball upon the park. Surface not exactly in tip-top condition. As getting over Zealous there was Nicholas Simoy, who's actually earned the free kick. So far end-to-end this contest. As Petreski will look to swing it in. The lumber of Bonas arriving at the central region of the goal. Oliveira also amongst it, as Batchelor starts to stroll towards the near post. So you wonder where exactly Filip Petreski's going to send this one. Jared Hill already might be having the alarm bells ringing. There's a tangible effort, chance here rather, for Brunswick Juventus. They swing it towards the back post. Header had occurred. It was never bothering anybody. Sails all the way back to the car park. Or for Jared Hill to restart this one via a goal kick. Judging the ladder as it stands right now in round 12. Of course, you still have your two sides without the taste of defeat out of North Sunshine and Altona City. Altona today, if I'm not mistaken, had played out a very entertaining 1-1 draw against Burundara Kerry Eagles away from home. As now, Melbourne Srbija, gleaming chance at the back post arriving. Decision for the referee to make. There might have been an impingement of sorts occurring right at the calamity of that play. Was Kanakubo going down to the box. He was adamant he might have had a spot kick. You can see the protests remain from Thomas Lakic. It feels as if the officials this evening are going to have quite the night, given what's at stake. And That'll segue nicely into introducing tonight's official. The referee is Makis Lukeris. He's accompanied by Solomon Gardiner, Matthew McAlpine. The fourth official is Aidan Skinner. I'm sure they'll have their work cut out for them as Batchelor was making that forward run. Spotting away from him. It's Cameron Davies. Happy to just keep things slow at the moment. He's asking for movement from Campana. She never received. Keeper's gone long. Climbing to win the header was Ryan Brown. As Lees was trying to turn away. Mook made the initial interception on below the top towards Kanakubo, who's been lively early on. Distinguished player. Trying to jostle around his marker, ventures backwards. In college, happy to do the same. Finds Davies, he lofts forward. Flicking on nicely they were. Melbourne Srbija on the edge of the box. Kanakubo's cross, a fire delivery. Plucked out the sky and ought to be dispatched from Campana until he was shut down by Petreski in the heart of midfield. As Leeds steps and wins the ball, here's Brown. Skips around his marker. Can he get the rub of the green? He kept going. Scholl happy to just claim the rather tame cross. Quite a quick start being exhibited from both sides early on. Melbourne Srbija certainly trying to find a goal in quick fashion. Started rather lively. It's all the makings to be one of those contests this evening, the real back and forth. As Bonas was just trying to look a bit too clever and unleash Batchelor. Opportunity tonight, considering that Altona City had drawn today. They're currently on 26 points, same record in terms of wins and draws as the North Sunshine Eagles, who are at the top of the summit. But a genuine chance for both Melbourne Srbija and Brunswick Juventus to stamp their mark upon the total race. So far this season looks like it's a 4-horse race. It's rather close as we nearly venture towards the finishing 900. Campana, it's a nice idea. Brown's had to put the afterburners on to get there. He does keep it alive and forces the clearance. From Redmore. Mook just heading away from Brown. Batchelor. Bonas gets it back. Here is Batchelor. There's reinforcements on the left side in the form of Simeone. Petreski. It's the switch, runs over the top instead. It's a fine pass. Causing some problems momentarily for Ilic. Captain contributing from his goal. Shepard Hill. Happy to claim. Sure, not visible on your screen, but a nice little build-up around the soccer complex this evening. There's all the makings for a classic. It's not often Football Victoria, Stream Victoria, Premier League Second Division football. Hope tonight that could be changed with a real advertisement for the game to be showcased between two of its finer sides. As the switching pass was not going to find initially Cohen Mook, but it still remains with Juventus. As Batchelor. This pass went a frontal towards the referee, who had indeed any of that play to be foul. Oliviera goes around to College. Bachelor made up some ground. It's very deep. Was Calamitous to try and get a touch. Just couldn't manage to get his foot on that heavy pass. There's something so magical about football under the floodlights. As accustomed to the 6:15 start at the home side. To make a clearance and perhaps a counter-attacking opportunity here. Ninkovic didn't have much forward, so he's happy to just kick and hope, and well, possession will be rekindled with Juventus. Despite their last couple of results being only games of 1-1 contests, cast your mind back to the away victory against Nunawading City in round 9 at Mahoney's reserve. Max Bachelor hat-trick on that occasion. Matthew Watley was given his marching orders also, as was Felix Dimitrakis of Nunawading, showing red after 2 yellows upon that occasion. Quite the contest, 8 goals in total, 7 by half-time. I've seen a couple of those crazy contests across the state so far this year. Serbia earned the corner. Just cast your mind back to the VPL Victoria fixture between Manningham Blues and the Altona Knight. The Altona Magic, rather. 9 goals scored, 5-4 final score. And in Templestowe on that occasion. Still Simons on the call. Stefanos of Altona on that occasion with the match winner. Not mistaken, Manningham had to come from the depths to even equalise. Serbia with the corner. Rather tame delivery. Hadn't even cleared the first man. Petreski barely had to move to issue the header clearance. So try again. Flick on. Might have been tangible, not dealt with entirely, causing a little bit of panic perhaps for Brunswick. Serbia applying the pressure. They have another corner. Some difficulty about this ground here. The angles do get a little bit obscure. Basic will have the delivery. He flies it in. He hadn't got a touch to it. The number 10 will have a chance to do it all over again. His effort was just ricocheting off of the Brunswick shirts. And that distinctive zebra pattern. Basic's cross, a high one this time. And towards the back post, it's set up for Nikolic, who had entrapped it all the way. I'm sure he was thinking of doing so. So far, both sides not really. Well, Melbourne Srbija showcasing their attacking intent. Brunswick haven't done much other than the occasional counter-attack. So long ball for the option. Bachelor again being the man they're trying to target. He's been put to bay by the Srbija defence of Cameron Davies, who might have that task this evening. So he thought about going across his goal, happy to send it long. Serbia trying to keep it within their attacking half. Brunswick doing well to evade that pressure. So Watley had to really earn the ball. Heavy touch from the keeper. Bonas going to press. He's run that out of play. So Brunswick with a bit of a spell. Oliveira's throw to Bonas. Oliveira's cross. Bachelor got off his chest. It's going to sit up for Brunswick. Half a chance, just going a begging. And you felt as if the net was going to ripple. As it set up for Matthew Kandari. Arguably their most tangible chance they've had so far in this contest. It was fine play from Batchelor, despite the cross not really being towards his head. He used his chest really well. Now Srbija not really being able to get out the back half. So throw forthcoming. Simeoi. Viera, but he might have had a foul. It's going to ricochet towards Petreski. He does well to rekindle. Brunswick. It's eventually back to the goalkeeper, Chol. On the commentator's side, they send it for Batchelor, flicks it on. Oliveira has a wide player. He went towards Batchelor, flag. Hadn't moved. They all looked towards that region. He might have been offside there, Batchelor. As now Serbia want a venture of their own forward. With Basic leading the line of attack. With possession to be awarded against the Serbia player. But the heritage both these clubs possess is ingrained within practically both of their names. Melbourne Srbija, Brunswick Juventus, showcasing their fair share of talent throughout the years also. Of course, the away side. So Marco Sciano upon their books all those years ago. As across towards Batchelor. He's never going to reach that destination. As Barnes trying to keep something alive for them. Waiting for the pressure to be evaded. Of course, Melbourne Srbija last year, quite a significant one for the club. A nice achievement they garnered with a Victorian State League Southeast Championship. It was their first trophy since 2009, where they had taken out the Victorian State League Division 2. Of course, two-time winners of that competition, with their first win coming back in 2000. Kubo, 8 goals for 2023 season, which was quite the campaign. Outside now in VPL 2. Brunswick Juventus, Victorian first-tier winners in 1998 and 2004, Victorian second-tier premiers in 2011. Keeper, Chol called upon, cross towards the back post, flicking on chances, still remains alive, and a goal for Melbourne Srbija. Luka Ninkovic gobbles up the chance that was forthcoming. Ryan Brown had won the initial header at the back post, kept the move alive, and Luka Ninkovic, right place, right time, spearheads the hosts in front. Just as you mentioned, goal scorers, the number 9 this season has had his rich span of goal scoring form. He was tied for the Golden Boot on 6 goals with Corentin Kouave of the North Sunshine Eagles. Unsure who the goal scorers might be for them today when they had played, or last night rather, their 6-0 victory. Number 7. Goal number 7 rather for the number 9. As Brunswick looking for a swift response. It was carved out rather meticulously. To just make sure that they remain imposing. So the start exactly what the home side had on the script. Keeper clears towards halfway. Chance might open up yet again. Campana. And run from midfield. Kanakubo. Overlapping support. Will he acknowledge that run? Made from the fullback. Thought of going solo. Got caught in possession. Until a bit of a double team upon the captain of Brunswick. That occurred from both Kanakubo and in college. So Brunswick move things forward. He's trying to unlock Batchelor over the top. Or Lazaridis, Lazardis rather, who hasn't exactly come to life yet. Treski's been busy. Skandari turned nicely. Bonas does well as that target Karim Benzema-esque kind of striker, coming rather deep to earn possession. Almost like a false nine. Oliveira's cross towards Batchelor. Props up for him, he keeps it alive. Bonas was on the edge of the area. And trying to keep the move alive, just nips the heels of Cameron Davies. Who draws the foul. Last time the home side Kevin Bartlett reserve, it was a away loss to the North Sunshine Eagles. 2-1 upon that occasion back in round 10. Prior to that, their home record wasn't too bad. They hosted Belmorris, which was a 2-0 victory. They have held rather quite an impressive defensive record across the campaign for the 2024 season. The official makes the call. Marcus Makeris acknowledges that might have been a handball. Now build up there for the free kick forthcoming. Nikolic has the free kick, has his arm up, looking for some big lumber in the box. He lofts, Chol comes across, gets palms on it. Oh, there the keeper. There's the run coming over the top. He's going to reach that target. Not to the credit of Connor Lees, he cuts out the danger. You can see Lazardis making up some ground. And the keeper's come off his line, nearly got in the way. It's going to sit into the middle of the park. Had to hold the ball. It was Kandari. Yunsuk Chol, the keeper sweeper. Quick to get off his line. Full credit to Kandari. Upon the culmination of that play, really had to be strong. And it was, as Batchelor found Kandari. He shifted out wide towards Simeo. Angle lumber in the box. Oliveira goes down. The referee sounding the whistle. Play continues. Oliveira. Petreski. Thought about taking it on. Jared Hill isn't too bothered by it. It's way beyond his post. And now for a goal kick. So half time, not too far away. This first half has absolutely flown by. Not sure how you might be feeling about it at home, but certainly the last 45 minutes have breezed on through. As Brunswick, although not out the contest by any means, have showcased they've got some threat moving forward. Haven't exercised that threat yet. Whereas Serbia definitely have showcased what they're made of in their attacking half. Kanakubo in college. Saves it back. Pass He's never going to reach it from Basic. That's poor from his standards. He must pay homage also to the home side's defence, certainly showcasing why it's one of the best in the competition across the VPL too. They've kept all the creative outlets which Brunswick Juventus boast at bay thus far. The 45 minutes taken up there. 30 minutes played so far. There's that touch there for Campana, just going out of play. Brunswick have some time still in this half to try to find an equaliser. Kubo, a compact space, does really well. Evades the pressure. Now forward move perhaps on the opening. Making up ground to try and keep it alive was Ryan Brown. The pass was a nice idea. Just lacking the execution required from Marco Basic. Cutting that off. Bonas. This is size. Gets it back. Need to earn it. Ends up committing a foul. That's meant to say to the referee in charge about it, but Cameron Davies able to alleviate the forward pressure. Was forthcoming from Brunswick Juventus. For the captain and Jack Hill. To kick. Launches forward. He's off his line. Passes for Bachelor. He's all the way back to the captain. Bit of a miscue on the clearance. And that's clumsy from FC Melbourne Srbija. Done really well to earn the free kick and relieve them of this Brunswick forward pressure. Only to miscue the ball. Goalkeeper not too proud of his efforts there. So Brunswick starting to push up. Petreski at the heart of things. Oliveira judges the bounce nicely. Goes incisive. Bonas nearly propped up for him. As Davies took no chances and launched it towards commentary side. As the pass cut off by Campana. Doesn't have much forward for him. You can see some ground being made up by Brown. Leaves with the afterburners on to get to that pass. Does arrive. Campana made that forward run. He might receive it. Campana, fine touch in the box. Chance for Serbia. Brown's cross towards Ninkovic. Got the header away. Shoulder never bothered by the effort. Trying to get the brace, already opened proceedings this evening. As Oliveira got very overzealous. Srbija took the free kick quickly. Basic. Nikolic. Patient now, Basic. Not sure that he might have been trying to concoct there. This play fizzles out. It's Redmore. Moves it out wide to come on the book. Brunswick trying to just build some possession. Serbia settling zonally, forcing a mistake. From Kandari. Nikolic will throw. Might just be visible on your screen, not visible from I'm currently situated. Takes the ball away. Nikolic trying to flick something on. Davies gets the ball forward. The Brunswick players certainly feeling as if it might have hit his hand upon controlling the ball as he moves along the left side in the jurisdiction of Nikolic. Into the area now. They work it nicely. Kept going for a moment. As Basic had combined with Calamitous. You can feel as if they're trying to keep things nice and compact in their defensive half. See Petreski playing that more lying Jorginho-esque role as the captain commits the foul. He's had a few of those tonight now. Cameron Davies. Not mistaken, it might be the third free kick that he's earned for Melbourne Srbija. He's done a good job so far of keeping Bachelor and Buonas at bay. So perhaps the tactic from Brunswick Juventus is to try and infiltrate Serbia's best current defensive player. There's Hill. And Nikolic climb one. Free kick on the edge of the area. And a card issued to Mr. Matthew Watley. Quite the position. This free kick is in. Both Basic and Calamitous settle behind it. Unsuk Chol certainly quick to get the wall in shape. This is in near prime position for Calamitous. Basic, a free kick taker's dream, which represents a couple of the Melbourne Srbija players. So unsure on what might the predicament be here, whether Calamitous off his right foot tries bending it across or over the wall. It feels as if he will be the taker, given the way he's standing behind it. Calamitous going to go over the wall. We'll have a second chance to try find something. Gets it on somehow, but earns another free kick. It's actually gone the other way, as he was lunging in to try retain possession. As for Brunswick to try to find some territory. It's Oliviera. Threads the needle, got it moving. Foul committed right in front of the official. Yellow card issued as the Brunswick Juventus medical staff being required to come on. A little bit of pain and discomfort here. Remains on the deck. There's Matthew Kandari, I believe. Lakic in the book. He's awarded the yellow card. It's a 50-50 ball to be won. Wasn't much malice in it. It's more the nature of the contest. Back up on his feet. Is the man impeded? Matthew Kandari looks to be somewhat okay for now. Brunswick Juventus. Just still getting the reinforcements in the box. Petreski fly it in, lofts it towards the central region of the box. A flick on occurred. Redmore make contact with the ball. It was rather routine for Jared Hall to claim. Be more fitting time to now mention half-time is on the precipice. That's a really awkward back pass from Brunswick Juventus, and that is a fundamental mistake. Much to the joy of FC Melbourne Srbija, who find the most bizarre circumstances boast a 2-goal lead, and that might just be the most bizarre goal we've seen across the state of football in 2024. What can really be said about a fundamental error? Dare I say, it might have come off the foot of Redmore, who was at the other end, imposing following a free kick in which Philip Petreski had sailed in just beyond halfway. In that situation, who's the onus on? Do you put is the keeper perhaps the one making the error? Although it's rather obvious that it occurred. Meanwhile, Juventus trying to find a swift response. Nice touch in the box. And they've earned a corner. Well, the question we're trying to ask there was it the positioning of the keeper which allowed for the mistake to occur? It's hard to unpack. There's a bit of confusion surrounds us from commentary position. As Brunswick Juventus have a corner right on the cusp of half-time. It's crossed in. Helicopter ball, bicycle attempt on display from Redmore. Remains alive for Oliveira. Now, dancing with it they were. The captain, Semioy, just trying to be too crafty perhaps. Nothing really got away, which caused Jared Hill to lunge at. So now quite the fitting time to discuss half-time. We are on the cusp of it now, of course. The game had started at 6:15. And upon looking at the clock before, I might have mentioned half-time was at 6:45. Only half an hour played at that stage. We're not too far away from the break now. It was a fine opening goal from Melbourne Srbija, courtesy of the man in possession in Ninkovic. Rather the most bizarre, unfortunate second goal in which they weren't really tasked with earning. It was a gift from Brunswick's centre half and Redmore, who I'm sure would not be wanted to remember that moment anytime soon. But still, another half of football to play. Haven't exactly showcased signs of being out of this contest yet, despite that defensive calamity. As Semioy crossed in, Ninkovic held it up momentarily. Petreski got it moving. Oliveira was offside. Flag's going to go up. Rather, Matthew Lazardis. Oliveira, of course, playing on the right side. Lazardis on the left, just in an offside position. Haven't really seen much of Matthew this evening. Number 13 for Brunswick. Hasn't had much to play upon the left side of his attacking third. In possession there, he was offside. It's Redmore, lofted to get the header away. And a cube on the edge of the area. Gets it out wide to Basic. Bouncing for a couple of heads. Now Simeoi does well. Buonas gets it moving. Dari couldn't get the pass towards Lazardis. Morland getting a bit overzealous and trying to retain possession. Dari just letting Basic know of his presence. Surprised that there was no card issued there because he was getting rather excited to try attain possession. So I feel like the board should go up. Just a matter of moments to indicate half time. The referee telling him to go. Free kick was come towards Ninkovic, who keeps alive for Kanakubo. He's crossed towards the back post. Brown had to loft. There's a couple of step overs from Lazardis. Does well. Flick on from Batchelor was supreme. Lazardis. It's crafty. Petreski tried to find his captain. As on this occasion, the back pass from Redmore. A more comfortable one for his keeper. Kandari, nice loft towards Lazardis. He's long ball towards Batchelor, look towards the offside flag which stays down. Here is Max Batchelor, edge of the area, low cross coming in. Dealt with by Melbourne Srbija as Kandari took over. Oliveira. Simeoi. As if he might have earned the foul. And it's gone the other way. Much to his displeasure. He's in complete disbelief. From this position, looked as if he might have been nipped at the heels. The Brunswick captain. Still having quite the conversation with Marcus Gutierrez. As Hall sends long, Watley, watching the yellow card, has to tread water carefully. And cleared as far as the opposing centre half of Cameron Davies. Is there one leg twist to the half? What can Brunswick Juventus find? He's never going to reach his target. Simeoi, who is trying to find Buonas off the playing field. Forward coming. Ninkovic heads on. Daro traps nicely and lofts towards Lazardis. Finally done. Campana continued this run. Brown in possession. Patient. Finds Ninkovic. He wants to get the shot away. Ninkovic does well. Brown in possession. There's a chance here for Serbia. Nearly in for number 3 was Ryan Brown, the number 7. Kalang Mook right at the death, just getting a touch on the ball, forcing the corner. So I feel like we're deep into stoppage time. The corner for the home side. Ball flung in. He's the first man. He still remains alive. Bit of a bobble. As Campana threw a foot at it. Was flung in once more. As both Davies and Ninkovic had gone for it. They both fell upon their own feet. Petreski's been all over the place so far. That's Watley. Batchelor coming deep. Buonas. Simeon. Doesn't really have much to go. Didn't have to find Petrescu. Doesn't get the rub of the green. Gets stuck in that little part of the pitch. Right as the half-time whistle sounds from Makis Lukiadis. And in this feature, VPL 2, round 12 fixture so far, it's Melbourne Srbija with a 2-goal lead against Brunswick Juventus at half-time. Goals coming from their number 9, Luka Ninkovic, who opened the scoring, followed by a bizarre own goal, courtesy of Redmore. So half-time here at Kevin Bartlett Reserve, back shortly for the second half of this featured VPL 2 fixture. And the second half just about to start here at Kevin Bartlett Reserve. Where FC Melbourne Srbija have showcased their intent for the title. And they're on the precipice now of a victory. And of course at home and at the expense of Brunswick Juventus, who you do anticipate will come out in this second half firing upon all cylinders. From the Brunswick Juventus centre-back via his very unfortunate mistake, which led to the scores being extended out to 2-0. Much of the onus on the away side. How are they going to respond? Made it quite the task for themselves. Let's see what they're made of. Of course, across Melbourne, I'm sure those watching on YouTube rather, at the comfort of their own home, are happy to be by the fireplace or by the heater, given Melbourne's current fresh climate. Winter has certainly arrived. It's very chilly out there at the moment. Low being inside, it's carried on into a commentary position. As Basic kept his cool in a tight space with Calamitous. Still quite the question mark surrounding which way this contest will swing, whether it might be a blowout for Brunswick Juventus or whether they can find a comeback. As Brown takes a touch, a bit heavy. Simeone does well. Ronas was the target, he couldn't trap it. It's a shot, got it moving quickly. Mook. Zardis was caught on it. Now a chance. Campana confronted by Kandari and Petreski. Still remains alive. Campana had stolen away from him by the captain. Simeone does well. Petreski now wants to venture. Oliveira. Bachelor. Shifting towards Lazardis. Kawangamuk. Petreski. Happy to play a short pass to Bonas, who breaks the lines nicely. Bachelor. Going more direct in this half were Juventus from the offset. They have to communicate here. That's where they had made that fundamental error. Done so well on that occasion. Wang Muk. Lazardis. Back to the left back. Watley. Petreski. Simeone. Buonas. Petreski. Oliveira does well to Buonas, outside area. Direct looks as if it will be the go this half. As the pass just bubbles out wide. Zardis back infield. Petreski, first time. Wang Muk. Watley, look out. Juventus are slowly settling in their forward half. As the pass goes afray, Ninkovic lets it roll out wide. Runners for Melbourne Srbija on the counter-attack. Campana freed up, had a lot of space. Not enough to get the shot away, went for the pass instead. Wang Muk does well to clean up. Now it's the home side settling inside their attacking half. Brown confronted by Wang Muk. Batchelor, nifty feet. Does well. Buonas. Happy to just settle his side. Back into possession as Batchelor gives it away momentarily. Wang Muk will go back. Redmore shifted to Watley. Petreski pressured and shirt pulled. But the whistle never sounded. So Roland haven't exactly had the rub of the green. Brunswick rather haven't had the rub of the green this evening. It's easy to get those two sides jumbled up, given they both share Sydney Switch reserve in Falklands. Petreski hits the deck once more. Wang Muk does well. Finally gets the foul. Much of what they were deserving. As Redmore took no time. Watley. Back in possession. Just trying to probe away and find that opening now. Brunswick Juventus doing a fine job, the home side, of not allowing any space to really open up. Ball bobbles back towards Oliveira, who gets it back once more. Like gravitational pull. Buonas spins away from three, gets the ball on the edge of the area. Chance here for Brunswick Juventus, and that was a finely crafted move. Kandari with the final touch upon Oliveira's dispatchment. That would have been some way to claw yourselves back in the contest. Fine shape on it. Jared Hill went for a dive, only to thin air. He was relieved to see it just sail beyond his goal. That's more promising from the away side. We have ample time to formulate a comeback. Of course, one goal would shift that momentum. Perhaps start the comeback procedure. Scholl gets it moving. This is where it feels as if both centre halves need to take the game upon themselves and force their side and pushing up from the defensive half. Of course, it's seen across the competition. Teams are, any competition for that matter, when teams are behind, it's the centre backs that try to push up on players. That's a fine ball in, chance here, massive save. Jared Hill, the captain, tremendous contribution. Clawed across his line like a cat. Instinctive reflexes. Kandari's header certainly aimed towards the front post, which the keeper had to react. Brunswick corner. Petrevski lofts in. Buonas has to chase. He fires one himself. Bit of a floating ball. As Nikolic dealt with it momentarily. Look at all the space ahead now for Melbourne Srbija. What a cutout that was from Kundari. Inspired play there from Matthew. Calamitous was in an acre of space to infiltrate. That interception could potentially be match saving. Of course, the away side have to find something. It's awoken FC Melbourne Srbija as Campana wanted to take it on, and via half a glance at goal, Enzo Campana. Well, that would have been polarising, having he found the top left corner. So the home side just reinstating to Juventus in regards to their presence. There's a pass from Redmore, just not going the way in which he would have predicted. It hasn't really been his night in truth. Ninkovic tries a lofty ball towards Brown. He kept his run going. Ninkovic might settle for him. Kwang Muk getting a foot on it. Kundari. Simioi goes over the top. Kundari with his head over the ball. Got to work and earns the corner. So Petreski to take. Buonas in the central region. Oliveira at the near post. Redmore also making his way into the box. This was Simioi. Petreski's whip. Fine shape on it, knocked up with Buonas at the back post. Settles his feet, couldn't get the pass away. That's a result. I'm sure FC Melbourne Srbija were after the deflection upon the clearance. Ends up with the throwing being theirs, right on commentary side. Partner with the flick on, earns possession nicely. Lazardis, firm, not fouling, allowed for Kundari to get the ball out wide. Oliveira, Buonas making a supportive run. There's the effort, just haven't really had much purchase on it. Well, the routine was an impressive Jared Hill. Upon watching the replay of the own goal, FC Melbourne Srbija on the end of which allowed them to make it a double. I'm watching the replay of that goal. It was Jared Hill's long ball forward which caused all the defensive confusion. So there might be an argument that the goalkeeper has got an assist this evening. It's Redmore trying to find Batchelor with a long pass over the top. Campana does well. Calamitous, it's very crafty. Campana tried going over the top. He had Basic, an overlapping run. Calamitous, patient. Gets it moving through Nikolic. Takes a tumble right in front of the referee, nothing doing. Lazardis in a wide area. Kwang Muk going to find the left winger, who's slowly getting more involved in this contest. Petreski breaks the lines nicely. Kundari. Lazardis. Connolly's forcing to go back. Petrovsky shifting to Watley. So he's the one to see more of if you're a Brunswick supporter. As they work it nicely on the edge of the area. The cross is going to come in. Petrovsky with the initial chance. It still remains alive. Buonas with the one that flies over the bar. As that ball's gone onto the playing surface, not in use. Floodlight's still on, of course, over on that side of the park. Jonathan Buonas, number 23. That false nine-esque role, you could argue, for Brunswick Juventus. Plays sort of in behind, or behind rather, Max Batchelor. As Kubo technically gets the ball to a teammate. Ninkovic thought about taking it on, tried shifting onto his left. Kadari trying to earn some strides in that engine room. Might have to go back to his keeper. He's nearly caught on it. He's having to settle for a throw-in. Which had ricocheted quite along the Serbian player. Therefore going to be Brunswick's ball. Oliveira, knocking around a couple, still managed to continue his progression. Ninkovic does nicely. Brown the target, takes a touch. Chance here for Serbia. And upon the final touch of that attacking scenario, Ryan Brown just couldn't get his footing right. The shot was still rather imposing. More of a dipping effort. As Kadari's pass was never going to find Zardis. Throw. They're having glimpses of some attacking brilliance. Nothing exactly tangible yet from Brunswick. It's Kadari. It's back from Petrovsky. He's trying to make things work in the heart of midfield. Lost to a wide area, trying to unleash Oliveira. Petrovsky cuts off the pass from Ninkovic. Patient on the edge of the box now, Brunswick. Batchelor had a snapshot at goal, which was rather central. Full credit to FC Melbourne Srbija. Not really allowing for anything inside the final third to occur for Brunswick Juventus. They had to make them earn their chances. As if Kubo is now the lone attacker with Ninkovic alternating with that sort of in behind role, if you will. As Basic commits the foul. Substitution looks to occur. Jonathan Buonas making way. It's a double substitution. Buonas residing to the bench. Replacing him. There's Joshua Urbina, number 11. Bit of a reshuffle. Zardes now in left back position. The substitutes combine nicely. Already having some impact off the bench with Urbina and Terence Carter exercising there. Deep throw for Melbourne Srbija. Ivkovic flicked on. Kubo might have been lurking. As they commit the foul. No offensive half. Zardes. It's a fine switching pass. Look, long. Partner just flicking towards the engine room. As Brunswick trying to force a press. Zardes out of the real task. The ball might have been going out of play. Uncertain on why he might have taken the touch upon that occasion. As Ivkovic went backwards. On ball over the top. Brown could be in behind. Watley came across. Ryan Brown isolated. Waits for the reinforcements. Pass is not going to get there. Well cut off by the substitute. Urbina caught on it but kept going. Skandari couldn't get his way out of the Serbia attacking third. Right in the vicinity where they've won a free kick. So Ivkovic behind it. It's not exactly in the vicinity for a cross. So might be gearing up for goal. Some effort from here. There are a few players, of course, making inroads towards the box. Brown on the edge. Davies and Ilic. The two centre halves also amongst it. As the effort looks pretty good. And that would have been a moment to savour for Marko Basic. That effort was looking very good at one stage. Had the right dip over the wall. Just not finding the corner. I'm sure would have been good night Irene having it found the net. Ilic heads up and high. Brown tried doing the same thing, couldn't do so. Zardes gets it moving through Simioj, who's now playing in a more central defensive region. Fine switching ball to Kwang Muk. Plucks it out the sky. Crosses his own ball in. Urbina was at the back post, and I think he's just lost his bearings right where it mattered. Some right position there. Joshua Urbina. Put some question marks also around the impact which Terence Carter could have upon the contest. Of course, hasn't quite the career. The attacking midfielder. London born and bred boy. As they're caught in possession. Huge chance now for Melbourne Srbija. Too many chefs in the kitchen make bad soup. That was a gleaming, prospering chance. which they've just let go a waste there. And, well, they had numbers galore. A real let-off for Brunswick Juventus. Just can't seem to get anything moving their way. That pretty much sums up their night. That heavy touch from Lazardis in his defensive half. He's playing the left-back position now. It's Brown. Gets it back, somehow kept going on the edge of the area. He goes down in the box. Remains alive. Basic, chance for Campana. It bobbles, and it's a brace. FC Melbourne Srbija storming home with it now. Luka Ninkovic, instinctive upon the goalkeeper's parry. It's their third of the evening, the home side. Running away with the contest now and lead by 3 goals against a very dejected Brunswick Juventus, in whom, following that first half calamity, haven't seemed to rectify it upon the spirit they brought into the second half. And they had their abundance of chances, the home side. They've finally taken one. Terence Carter gets things moving. Trying to focus in on the London-born player. Just before that attacking move had occurred, does get a touch out wide to Bang Mook. Batchelor. Carter skips beyond his player and kept going. Carter. Brunswick will introduce another change. It's Petreski, looks like he might be making way. The change occurring for the home side, rather. Just see the players getting ready to come on. As Lakic has made way. In his place, Themi Kapanias comes on. Changes occurring on both sides. Petreski's still on, of course, for Brunswick Juventus. Stefan Baracevic enters into the engine room. Lee's throw gets it onto another newly introduced player from Melbourne Srbija. That in the form of Maxim Ilic. Bennett does well. Batchelor couldn't release Carter. Leeds, Brown, Ninkovic on a hat-trick. Another chance soon to open up. Ball finally gets out wide for that to occur. Chance for FC Melbourne Srbija once more. Basic. Ball spilling yet again from Munsuk Chol, who really hasn't been able to handle things so far tonight. As Bacevic goes out wide. Carter, heavy touch. Ilic had it moved momentarily. Fine turn from Basic, gets the ball away. Ninkovic, Brown and Ilic all in the centre. Can one of them pick it out? Simeoi happy to just avert the danger at the expense of a corner. Patient on the ball being finally flung in towards the near post. Thought about catching off the fly for a moment was in college. Brown goes down, draws the foul, earns it. So College to swing in the free kick from the right side with his left foot. Just see Marko Basic pressing the short option. College goes long. Keeper's come off his line, does well. The flag has gone up. Offside in the build-up. Simeoi wants to have things moving quickly. Part of the target. Batchelor also running onto that long pass. It's cleared forward. Jankovic getting up off his feet and providing some pressure. Ilic now leading that charge also. If we look back to the clash, which was the first one of the season, back in round one between these two sides, at CB Smith Reserve. It was on a Friday night at 8:30. Yeah, Brunswick Juventus had lost 3-0 on that occasion to FC Melbourne Srbija. So the latter occurring once more. FC Melbourne Serbia's home turf is that's going to be all she wrote for Max Batchelor, who never really got firing into the contest. He's made way for a substitute. As dealt with defensively. Brunswick. Information on that substitute forthcoming. It was Stefan Ristic, number 20, replacing number 99, Max Batchelor. Justin McAuliffe also on the park. All occurring in such quick succession. A flurry of substitutes. Forthcoming for a side who are looking to complete the double over a team and who are very similar in terms of their title ambitions. You wonder what the psychological edge this contest could have upon Brunswick Juventus. They are still time in the contest for a miraculous turnaround of events. Showcase so far tonight, they've really had much confidence about the way they went about it. Treski moves it out wide. That's below the top towards Ristic, who's onto this. He's isolated, goes around one, gets the crossway towards Carter. At the back post was Urbina. Ninkovic composed. Carter now applying that pressure. Ilic, in form of Milos, does well momentarily. He found Lees. As Hill towards Ninkovic. Brown gliding beyond Treski. Long searching seesaw pass. Composure from the now right back, where Quang Locke is playing. It's all over the defensive half. This evening was Lim. So Treski gets in the way. He's been probably the only real positive player, if that's the right term to use, for Brunswick Juventus. Him and Kandari's efforts in the engine room have been rather well merited. Otherwise, it's not really, it's rather unfair to hash on about the defensive mistake, but it had set the tone for the contest. Of course, the first goal Melbourne Srbija scored was a well-crafted move, the instinctive finishing of their number 9. Full display. Certainly looking to continue the span of goal-scoring form. He's still in definite contention for the Golden Boot accolade. Campana got a bit too excited to try something in the heart of midfield, allowed for Carter to get the ball away. As the numbers arrive in the box, the ball was never going to get there. And a potential breakaway for Melbourne Srbija. Koang Muk not allowing that to happen. So roughly 9 minutes left of play. Feels as if the 3 points have all been wrapped up by Melbourne Srbija. Brunswick Juventus starting with a bit of ambition, really. Truth gotten into the contest. Just look forward to their next fixture in the VPL 2 for round 13. Taking on Melbourne Valley Suns at CB Smith Reserve, same time as tonight's kickoff. As FC Melbourne Srbija is set to return to Kevin Bartlett Reserve and take on Altona City. Chol just stops the threat for now. Used his box nicely there, the goalkeeper. Right, the clash top of the table yet again for the home side. To the last time out there, we're up against Altona City. That was quite the contest. It was actually at the home of the Matildas for round 2. 4-4 the score. As it needs to be one of the most renowned contests of the VPL 2 2024 season. So that's replay to be forthcoming in round 13. Of course, Altona City throughout this 2024 campaign have also been quite the team. Turnover in play and a chance and a goal, and that's one back for Juventus. The substitute grabs the ball upon placing the finish. It wasn't dealt with in the defensive half. It was Carter that was crafting out the initial chance. It felt as if he lost possession. Campana just played it back to his centre half. Fine press on display, and that might reignite the contest momentarily. It was coming to a bit of a stalemate in truth. Just to finish upon the earlier point, opened up at Altona City. Of course, in collaboration with the North Sunshine Eagles in terms of not having a loss faced this season. But this one's somewhat reignited, if you will. Both sets of defences this evening being rather careless. Stefan Ristic off the bench with full impact. Perhaps something to really talk about for this Brunswick side. So a card is now issued to Lazardis. May have had a bit to say to the linesman. And Matthew Alpine. Zilic threads the needle. Brown with Lazarus. Goes for goal. Gets it back. Brown. Scooping pass towards Lee. Lazardis. Ball might have gone out of play. Done so. Title determining contest next week. Second place Altona City. Given the ladder has not refreshed yet, this victory here might take Melbourne Srbija to second place. Will of course keep Brunswick Juventus. I'll remain in fourth. Pasca Vale, they're 8 points behind. Anywhere within the top four. 11 points behind the leaders. Campana, ready real estate. For Brunswick's opponents next week, Melbourne Valley Suns. It's in 10th place, only the 2 wins and 2 draws for the season. Incurring 7 losses throughout the campaign also hasn't really been a memorable one for them, but they're definitely trying to avoid the bottom 3. This one coming to its dying embers. Is there either the makings of a miracle comeback, which looks very improbable, or another goal in which FC Melbourne Srbija can boast within their attacking arsenal. This comes for a handball, go unheard. Look does well. Doesn't really have much to play with, so he skips on his own. Petreski. Lazardis. See Carter calling for it. Bit of defensive confusion. Urbina earns the corner. It's been much of the narrative tonight. Bit of uncertainty always surrounding each respective side's defences. As Urbina earns a corner. Time also a factor. Nearly to the last knockings of the contest. There couldn't be a late twist, could there? It's one out from the corner. Whipped in. Head of the way off from the central region. Buffed it out wide. Captain basically just gave possession away. Brown, span to no avail. Urbina. Nice shape on the cross. Intended for Carter. So I'm unsure on what the referee's calling for here. Hill remains with the ball in his grasp. I'm not sure what might have caught the eye of the man in charge. Downstairs is another substitute, potentially maybe looking to come on. As Campana made way. See the legs of the number 16 for Melbourne Srbija take to the pitch. And in the form of Luke Begin, who resembles New City's captain Josh Bingham. Meanwhile, he might hit the hand of Lees upon him controlling the ball. Remains alive. Brown, they're calling for a penalty. Brown kept going. Officials have quite the task in that passage of play. Urbina goes beyond Brown. Lees coming back. Urbina does well, gets the pass away. Might just prop up for Ninkovic, who's going to get there. Flag will stay down. Going to get the ball away. Trying to evade the pressure. Royal Brunswick in the heart of their defence. It's Davies. No venturing forward. Carter shifts it out wide. Signori had done well to initially get the move continued. Petreski deep in this contest. And at same made his pass going to Frey. Now, kept going, tumbles on the deck. Lazardis trying to pick out Carter. Barcevic crosses in towards Carter. Out of the way. And cleared up and high. Back down again from Brown. This one really in his final knockings now. Brunswick Juventus, even if they were to find a goal, they might be out of time. They're not going to die wondering, though. They're going to keep continuing to press forward. It might be too little, too late. Lazardis crosses on his left, intended for Carter. And Jared Hill is going to take all his time you can imagine getting the ball back into play. Let's advance the watch that occurred from Marcus Vaqueris. I feel like his whistle will be forthcoming very shortly. Cho on the final knockings, sends forward. Carter never lofted. Brown has a pass over the top, which was intended for Illich. As all the players look towards the official. They're desperate to hear the full-time whistle. As Lees clears, still a final chance for a consolation perhaps. Simeoi off his right foot, nice delivery, had shape on it. Never a problem for Jared Hill. Made quite a remarkable save in the second half. Simeoi gets a nice touch on it, takes the game upon himself. And a long-range effort, going for goal they were! Oh, that would have been brilliant! That would have been a moment for the highlight reel. That would have been something to savour. Having the effort from Illich, found the back of the net. The keeper was caught off his line. And for a split second there, you felt as if the net was going to ripple. That's what's perhaps kept everyone attentive to the game. It has been in some stalemate for a while now. Feels as if we're surely on the cusp of the whistle. Very deep in it now. As there is the full-time whistle on this VPL 2 match of the round. FC Melbourne Srbija take home the 3 points here at Kevin Bartlett Reserve, nearly mirroring the contest they had in the opening round against Brunswick Juventus, in which was a 3-0 victory at CB Smith Reserve. At home this evening, they keep the 3 points and continue on their charge towards the title. Full time here in Burnley. It's the home side, FC Melbourne Srbija 3, Brunswick Juventus 1. That's going to wrap up our coverage of this VPL 2 clash of round 12. Ivan Adam Palombi, it's a pleasure to be amongst it this evening. We'll join you for round 13 of the VPL 2. Thank you and good night.
Yeah, I thought FC Melbourne said we played well. We got our friend Adam in there from the NPL live stream. Just concluded out. Do more work.